Do Prince Andrew leave big clue to Sarah Ferguson remarriage plans? Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew have been at the center of rumours about the rekindled romance recently, but did Andrew leave a clue in his plain sight about his feelings back in 2003? Sarah Ferguson, affectionately known as Fergie, and Prince Andrew married in their spectacular royal wedding in 1986. However, the Duke and Duchess of York's marriage mirrored the trajectory of Prince Charles and Diana, as both royal couples went on to separate in 1992, followed by a 1996 divorce. Since then, the parents of Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have been at the center of a whirlwind of rumors about the possibility of rekindled romance. Royal fans are fervently hoping for a romantic reunion between the two, with many social media comments on pictures of the Duke and Duchess looking like a happy, reunited family with their two daughters, although the pair themselves refuse to be drawn on the issue. However, the Duke of York left a surprising message on one of his personal possessions that was uncovered in candid pictures of his Buckingham Palace suite. In 2003, the royal family suffered a security breach scandal when a fake footman gained access to private quarters in Buckingham Palace. Undercover journalist Ryan Perry managed to get hired as palace staff after answering a job advert and faking a CV and references. He mostly memorably released a picture of the Queen and Prince Philip's breakfast table featuring Her Majesty's Tupperware selection of muesli. Mr. Ryan also worked in the Buckingham Palace apartments of Prince Andrew and lifted the lid on the prince's personal effects in his private rooms, in addition to many photos of ex-wife Fergie that adorned the suite. An embroidered cushion may have provided a clue to Andrew's feeling. It was embezzled with the phrase "eat, drink and remarry." Another cushion on the double bed was embroidered with the word "daddy." At the time, experts estimated the combined values of the antiques and the objects d'art in Andrew's suite were worth over £3 million. Mr. Ryan also reported on Prince Andrew's less than gracious greeting of servants, whose job it was to waking up in the morning, reportedly telling them to fuck off when they opened the curtains. Fergie and Andrew themselves have refused to be drawn on the question of whether they will reunite. However, Sarah has spoken of their unusual friendship post-divorce. She said last year, "This is our fairy tale and we are telling it our way." The pair have lived together since their split, sharing a residence at Windsor and a Swiss ski chalet they bought together. Recently, Buckingham Palace have refused to comment on the veracity of a rumour reported by Australian magazine New Idea that suggests the Duke and Duchess of York plan to remarry this year on Fergie's October birthday. This week, royal watchers are hoping to catch a glimpse of Fergie at Royal Ascot after onlookers called last year's sighting of the Duchess with Andrew like a flirty first date. Fergie also delighted royal fans with this month with some family photos with Andrew, Beatrice and Eugenie as the Duke of York conducted the Colonel's review in preparation for the Trooping the Colour Parade. Prince Andrew revelation: how Sarah Ferguson claimed she will never betray Duke. Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson divorced in 1996, but they have remained close ever since, and the Duchess of York wrote in her autobiography that she loves Andrew to this day and that she would never betray him. Despite Sarah's affectionately known as Fergie and Andrew separating in 1992 before divorcing 4 years later, they still live together at Royal Lodge, and many speculate that they may reunite. They are currently in Spain with their daughters Beatrice and Eugenie, enjoying a family holiday. Initially, the Duchess of York joined Prince Andrew and the Royal Scottish residence in Balmoral, but was forced to leave after the arrival of Prince Philip, with whom she famously doesn't see eye to eye. Fergie's never been shy about her affection for ex-husband, though. In her 2011 autobiography, Finding Sarah, A Duchess' Journey to Find Herself, she emphasized that she still regards Andrew very high. She declared her loyalty to him despite their separation, writing, "I love Andrew to this day, as I did when I met and married him, and I would never ever sell him out or betray him." Andrew and Sarah have remained particularly close when it comes to raising their daughters and were showing great affection for each other at Princess Eugenie's wedding last year. Andrew then posted a birthday message to Sarah's Twitter page in October. He said, "Happy birthday to Sarah, the Duchess," and posted a photo of her in blue dress with the caption, "Wishing you a very happy day." According to the Times, Damien Whitworth, the Duchess' father, Major Ron Ferguson, once claimed the pair never wanted to get divorced in the first place. He reportedly said they never wanted to get divorced. It wasn't them, it was a family. I'll tell you about it one day. Mr. Ferguson sadly died in 2003, so never explained on what exactly he meant by his comment. Andrew's relationship with Sarah is said to irritate his brother, Prince Charles, though. On 2017 Netflix documentary The Royal House of Windsor, Vanity Fair's royal correspondent Katie Nicholl revealed that positive relationship between the two really riles Charles. She said he has been a liability to the royal family. His relationship with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson is one of the things, I'm told, that really riles Charles. It all contributes together into something that is just not very palatable. It appears that Charles is not the one who gets frustrated by Andrew's relationship with Sarah Ferguson either. The Duchess of York's relationship with Prince Philip is so fractured, she recently cut her family trip to Queen's Balmoral estate short when he arrived early. Richard Fitzwilliams revealed the shocking nature of the relationship after Sarah was pictured leaving the Scottish retreat. Speaking to Express.co.uk, Mr. Fitzwilliams said it's instructive that Sarah Ferguson has left Balmoral so soon. The Duke of Edinburgh rightly cannot stand her. Her former father-in-law reportedly cannot stomach being in the same room as Sarah following the 1992 toe-sucking scandal which broke down her marriage to Andrew. Humiliating paparazzi's pictures revealing Sarah on holiday with her lover, the Texan billionaire John Byron, were seen by royal family when they were all in Balmoral. The royal family have banded around to support Prince Andrew in recent weeks following the death of his disgraced financier friend Jeffrey Epstein. Mr. Epstein was in prison awaiting trial for child sex trafficking charges when he was reported to have killed himself. A statement from Buckingham Palace said the Duke of York was appalled by recent reports of the Mr. Epstein's alleged crimes. The statement read, "The Duke of York has been appalled by recent reports of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes. His Royal Highness deplores the exploitation of any human being, and the suggestion he would condone, participate in, or encourage any such behavior is aberrant." Fergie and Prince Andrew jet off to Spain together for family holidays, still very close. Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew jetted off to Spain together with their daughters Beatrice and Eugenie for a family holiday after the Duchess of York was forced to flee Balmoral. Sarah Ferguson joined former husband Prince Andrew to the Royal Scottish residence in Balmoral earlier this month, but was forced to leave quickly after the sudden arrival of Prince Philip. The Duchess of York and her former father-in-law believed to have maintained a frosty relationship since her divorce from the Duke over 23 years ago, but the Duke and Duchess soon reunited as they travelled to Sotogrande, Spain to have a family holiday with their daughters, according to royal expert Camilla Tominey. Speaking to Sunrise, the royal commentator said their daughters Beatrice and Eugenie were speaking with them in Balmoral, and indeed we understand the daughters are now Sotogrande in Spain with the couple. Some people find it odd this couple who are divorced still remain very close. Sarah Ferguson still lives with the Duke in winter in his property Royal Lodge, and they do holiday together. Miss Tominey added Prince Andrew was his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson in Balmoral. They still do go and visit the Queen in Balmoral, though notably Prince Philip is never there because there is a lot of frostiness really between him and his former daughter-in-law. It is though that the Duke and Duchess of York might be at a favourite summer home near Gibraltar, the home valued recently at £38 million according to the Daily Mail online. Fergie and Prince Andrew married in a lavish ceremony at Westminster Abbey, July 1986, and remained married for over 10 years, welcoming together two daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. While the couple split in 1992, they maintain a close relationship for the sake of their children, and they have often holidayed together as Beatrice and Eugenie grew up. A trip they took together to Bahrain earlier this year reignited rumours of a rekindled romance between Sarah and Andrew. A royal source told the Daily Mail, Andrew and Sarah are virtually inseparable nowadays. They've always been the happiest divorced couple anyone has ever known, but there's something more to the relationship nowadays. A smart money on them getting married again after the Duke of Edinburgh passes away. Prince Philip has never forgiven Sarah for the past indiscretions, but the Queen have always wanted her son to be happy. The visit to Bahrain marked the first in 25 years Fergie joined her former husband on royal business. However, a spokesman for Sarah denied the claims that the couple were back together, saying the Duke and Duchess of York continue to be good friends and nothing has changed in their relationship. Neither Prince Andrew nor Sarah Ferguson has ever remarried. Speculation that they would remarry has surfaced for the years, but neither has made it down the aisle for a second time. In fact, Fergie has described the pair as the happiest divorced couple in the world, with rumours that it is only Prince Philip who is standing in the way of them remarrying.